Welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to make some manicottis filled with ground beef, and in here I have approximately 2.5 pounds of ground beef. This is lean, is 97 lean meat and only 7% fat, something like that. So I have some onions, green peppers, yellow pepper and red pepper. I'm just going to use a little bit, and I have 5 fresh garlic, which I'm going to mash in my pilon. I'm going to cut just a little bit of the each around that size. And you can use sofrito if you don't want to cut any vegetables. And I have a video in English on how to make sofrito. Now I'm going to add a little bit salt to my garlic, and I'm going to smash them. And you can use a crusher or garlic paste. I have my pan in here. Then I'm going to add a little bit oil, and I'm going to saute my vegetables. Adding all my vegetables. And you can add some cilantro, a little bit of cilantro. I'm going to add sofrito because my sofrito already has cilantro on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some of the sofrito. Like 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to put the link below of this video on how to make sofrito. If you want to learn how to make Puerto Rican sofrito, I'm going to put the link below this video in the description box. After a few minutes, probably 5 to 7 minutes, sauteing the vegetables and moving occasionally. Now this is optional, you don't have to do it. I have some leftover carrots, and that carrot come in can, so I just adding probably half cup of the carrots. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And I cut in the carrots a little bit. Now I'm going to add my garlic. And then 1 can of tomato sauce, that's why 8 ounces. 1 envelope of sazon Goya con culantro y achiote. And if you don't want to use sazon because the MSG, you can substitute that for paprika. Now I add my meat, and I'm going to just break it down and mix it with the sofrito and the sauce. Now I'm going to add some seasoning salt. And I'm using Larry's because I like that one. You can use just regular salt or adobo. Black pepper, basil, but you can also add oregano if you want. Now adding half cup of wine vinegar. That's cooking wine vinegar. And if you don't have wine vinegar, you can just add a little bit water, and you don't have to really add the water. So, because the meat is gonna release some of the juice, some of the water. So you don't have to add the water if you don't want to. But I add the wine to give it a little bit, more flavor. This is the vinegar I use. And now I'm going to lower the heat to medium. I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to let it cook for approximately 20 minutes. And this is the pasta I'm using, Manicottis. Now you're going to taste it, and you're going to see you have to adjust the salt or the seasoning because the meat is cooked already. And I'm going to boil my pasta. You can use the direction of the back of the pasta to make the pasta, but I just grabbing here 1 big pot of water, and I add some oil and some salt, and then when it's boiling, I'm going to add my pasta, and I'm going to cook my pasta for 7 minutes. Now my meat is done. I'm just going to remove it to the back. That way the meat can cool down, because you're going to fill it out there. And I have some leftover rice from yesterday. The rice is already cooked. I don't want to waste it, so I'm just gonna add it in there. But you don't have to add no rice if you don't have a rice. You don't have to make rice to do this. But I'm just gonna add them in there. And I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese, just a little bit. And now it's time for me to cook the pasta. I leave my pasta for 7 minutes, then I'm going to drain. And it's very important this step. You're gonna pour some cold water because you want to stop the cooking process. Anyway, just put some cold water because you're gonna be handle the pasta with your hands, and you don't want them to overcook. So this is the perfect not overcook. So this step about cooking the pasta is very important. Make sure don't put a timer or something, because you don't want your pasta to be too soft, okay? And I have a baking pan or lasagna pan in here. I'm going to preheat my oven at 400 degrees. And I'm going to use some spaghetti sauce. You can use the spaghetti sauce of your preference. I'm using the one, say, meat flavor, something like that. You can use the one with mushroom, vegetables, or whatever. And to this, you can add some mushroom. If you like vegetables, you can add some vegetables also. You can add some mushrooms. But remember to saute it with your meat. I'm just going to do a layer. But you can put as much as you want. And I'm using cheese to this. I'm using the Fiesta blend cheese. It's the Monterey Jack, cheddar cheese, quesadilla cheese, and Asiago cheese. But you're always going to choose the cheese you like. I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on top of the sauce. And some of the Parmesan. Just a handful. And now I'm going to start filling my Manicottis. You need to use a very, very small spoon for this, and be patient because you're going to do it one by one. And your hands has to be very clean, or you can use some gloves if you like. I wash my hands very, very clean. Okay, I'm gonna finish filling out all the Manicottis, and like I say, this step take a lot of patience. I have all my Manicottis in there, and this is the leftover meat I have. So don't try to put it, if you have more or you want to make more, and then you use another baking pan. Now I'm going to pour some of this soft leftover from the jar on top of the Manicottis or the pasta. You can use either one Manicottis or cannellonis. I tried to find some cannellonis, but I couldn't find it. I didn't see it in here. Just spread it with a spoon. Make sure all the Manicottis are covered with the sauce. And I'm going to sprinkle some cheese. And if you don't like cheese or you just want to do it with sauce, that's perfectly fine. You can do it just with sauce. And the cheese is to your taste, as much as you want. And then I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for approximately 10 to 15 minutes, or until the cheese is melted. And here is the final result. You're going to leave it in there on top of the counter for approximately 5 to 10 minutes before you cut it on it. And 10 minutes pass, I'm already going to cut cut it that way you can see it. And I'm gonna serve mine with garlic bread. You can serve it with a nice salad, garlic bread, or just a salad. Here is the final result. I hope you guys like it. Have my bread in there. And let me cut it that way you can see it. So this is very, very, very good. Yummy, yummy. It's very good. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you for watching my channel. And more recipe and English version coming. So stay tuned. Thank you. God bless you. And Happy New Year.